Man, I wanted to stop by real quick. I know we got a game tomorrow. Was hit with some news that Diggs and Guyton is in. So that kind of switches things up. So, first game of the season. You never know, but it's division, so we can expect what we're going to expect. So let's just get into it in regards to what to expect, how can we attack, yada, yada, yada. So let's just get into it. Cowboys offense. What can the Dallas Cowboys do to enhance their chances of winning? This off the top of the dome. I didn't prepare no scouting report for this week. One, Dak Prescott got to play good. Whether you're able to establish the run or not establish the run, Dak Prescott got to play good. Dak Prescott, whether he throwing 20 to 35 times, maybe 40, who knows, Dak Prescott has to play good. Now, in regards to Schottenheimer, just going off of history, who knows, maybe he changed, maybe he hasn't. But Schottenheimer runs the ball. And I believe Dak Prescott should have a little bit more play action than he has had in the last handful of years, which should go ahead and go to his strength. Throwing on a run, taking the pressure off of him. Offense a little vanilla from a Shotty's point of view, predictable, but who knows, man? He claimed that preseason isn't what it's going to be like. I would hope not. So we're going to see how this goes. But his offense, passing offense, I should say, is a little basic. But one thing I do know is that he does make an emphasis on trying to establish the run, whether that's to be by off of what he's had because it was banged up, or that might be philosophy. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Dak Prescott, see, Philly usually is strong. I know they're missing a couple guys. They got to replace a couple guys in regards to the debt. But I believe they did a solid job in trying to, fill in the pieces. Like, I believe Aljamo, from Texas, I believe we was talking about him a couple years ago. We liked him as a rotational piece. I believe they received him. And I want to say the Byron Young from Alabama, we was talking about him. I believe they got him as well, if I'm not mistaken. Because Aljamo, whatever his name is from Texas, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I'm talking about the right one. But when we talked about them was rotational pieces that can go ahead and do what Philly want them to do. Stop the run, do your job. No pass rusher. They're not a pass rusher, but they somebody in that fits the mold of way that they want their D lineman to play. Like, kind of like what Milton Williams was doing for them to a certain extent. So with that being the case, right, where's the pressure coming from? Nolan Smith, right? Because we talked about him being a premium rusher, and he started showing what he had toward the end of the year for Philly, right? Who else they got? Let me look at the depth chart real quick. Let me look at the depth chart. They got Zach Bond, Jeremiah I ain't worried about them. Jalen Carter. So it's really a Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith type of duo. They got an inside-out duo. How is that important? One, Philly has a weakness in their secondary. Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. So Cooper is listed as nickel. They got Adoree Jackson at right. And they got Quinyon. That's barbecue chicken in the secondary. That's barbecue chicken in the secondary for this Cowboys team. Now, you done went on ahead and brought in George Pickens, and you got CeeDee Lamb. They should be doing a Dougie on that Eagles secondary. It might be a little tough to run on Philadelphia, but you paying a quarterback $60 million. So you expect for your $60 million to make plays for your team on opening night with the head coach that he wanted. Come on, man. With the head coach he wanted, you should expect for your quarterback. Look, it's an expectation. Whether he do it or not, it's an expectation for your $60 million quarterback to perform. He got barbecue chicken. CD should have a field day. Really, CD should put up a buck on this Eagles secondary. Barbecue chicken. Can't nobody guard him. Pickens really should get like 2 tugs. Be honest with you. Dak Prescott, one thing in regards to the passing game, Dak Prescott should have opportunities. Now, with that being said, we done said a lot of things in the past about how the Cowboys should attack and where they have openings at, and they never took advantage of it. This offensive line gonna have his hands full. The rookie is gonna get baptized a little bit. Don't put it all out on them. Don't be too hard on them. But Carter gonna baptize him a little bit. Gonna baptize him a little bit. Hopefully he don't get ugly because he should have help, but he gonna get baptized a little bit. If I'm Carter, I'm picking on a rookie, especially with the way he move his feet. I'm picking on him. I want to isolate him. So he's probably gonna get baptized a little bit. Don't hold it against him, but it's just gonna end up being like that. That's just what it is. But the Dallas Cowboys have an advantage in the passing game. If it's hard to run, do you eliminate the run? No, you have to stick with the run. You may have to pass to open up the run this game, to open it up a little bit, to spread them out a little bit, right? Big on big, I believe they're ready for that because this Dallas Cowboys offensive line is a big on big type blocking offensive line. You got the big boy BB in there, the Bama boy, Tyler Smith, even though he is a versatile guard. To me, probably the best guard in the league. You got Steele, who's more of a run blocker. Really, probably better in regards to Mullen. Guyton, he can get in space a little bit, though, but he still got to go ahead. I wouldn't say a little bit. He can get in space, though, but he got to. So if I want to go ahead and get into something in regards to on the perimeter, my best bet is to go to the left side. That's just to me, to be honest with you, a common sense point of view. Dak Prescott, we got to take care of the ball. The Dallas Cowboys have to take care of the ball tomorrow. They have to take care of the ball. And we have to be efficient in the pass game. Regardless of how the run game looks, which should not be abandoned, right? I do not want to see no 15 carries. No, I want to see them stick with it. They got to. Even if you got to go away for a little bit, come back to it, do not abandon it. Do not abandon it. You have to try to take as much pressure off Foe as possible because if Foe is throwing the ball, even though he has a mismatch, 40 times, Foe is damn near, he's pretty much almost guaranteed to make a fatal mistake at the wrong time. He could be cooking the whole game. But just because the ball is in his hand for that many amount of times, he could potentially make a fatal mistake. So, the Dallas Cowboys defense, right? They have questions. We're going to see if they got answers. Diggs is back. You full strength at defense pretty much? I believe so. Cam Murray should be back. Diggs is there. You pretty much full strength, y'all, right? Now, like I was saying, in regards to the Dallas Cowboys, I'm mainly putting the pressure on the 2 wide receivers. I don't expect nothing from Tolbert or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Ferguson definitely going to have to go ahead and give them safeties and them linebackers work, though. But my main thing is the resources on the wide receivers. They got to come to play. But let's talk about it from a Dallas Cowboys defensive point of view. They have to make, I don't care how good Jalen Hurts has improved as a quarterback, they have to make him into a passer. It's a new offense, right? New offensive coordinator. I would expect at least against Dallas for it to be the same principles. Now I don't know how they're gonna commit to the run like they did last year. It'll be smart for them too, but I don't know. I seen Dickerson was banged up. I don't know how that's looking. I didn't get to really see the injury report. I didn't see no designation by him though, but I did see that he was banged up not too long ago. So we're gonna see how that goes. There is some barbecue chicken on that offensive line, but do the Cowboys have a pass rusher that can take care of that barbecue chicken for the Philadelphia Eagles, right? I like I said, Jordan Mailata, to me, I don't care what nobody say, in the pass game is barbecue chicken. Micah couldn't take advantage of him the way that he was supposed to, but Fowler has the moves to be able to try to take advantage of him. Sam, you talking, hey, you got perfect opportunity to come show what you got. This is a perfect year, a perfect proven opportunity. This is an opportunity to go ahead and get you a 68 sack year off the rip. Perfect scheme for you to do it, homie. Where's the pressure coming from? It's gonna have to. So they're gonna have to step up. We're gonna need Kenny Clark to push the pocket. We're gonna need to bring 35 on blitzes, right? That's where the pressure gonna come from. Now they ask, okay, well, what? I know there's probably somebody in the comment section or whatever, right? Number 11, right? Look, we wasn't gonna get it with number 11. This was gonna be the same thing that I was gonna say with him there. This defense, hey, it's still pretty much the same. We got to man up in a running game. We got to hold our lanes. We cannot over pursue this quarterback. We cannot give him lanes to run. We need to go ahead first, second down, put him in second and long, third and long. We got to put him in second and third and long. How is our corners going to hold up? How is Elam going to hold up? Bland in the nickel, I like that. That's where he's supposed to be at. Not on the outside, Bland in the nickel. If he's going ahead and be a nickel, I like that. Now, so I know they pay him, so if they ever go out there with two corners, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Bland and Diggs. And then when they bring three out, I'm pretty sure they're going to put Bland in the inside. You got to go ahead and make up for that Jordan Lewis loss. But Bland can do it. For the life of us, we didn't realize and we didn't figure out. We were confused on why Bland would, you know what I mean? Because he's not, to me, and I'm pretty sure there's some of y'all that said it, at outside, you're not going to get the most out of him. The inside is where he came on and make that money and that nickel. Diggs, is you going to cover, man? You got Bland. I mean, you got, what's that boy name? Devontae Schmidt, A.J. Brown. How y'all going to kind of play? I'm interested to see how Elam going to show up. Is you going to at least be serviceable? Can you be serviceable? You got money to two corners. Can you be serviceable? That's a question that I got. Can our safeties not have no blown coverages? How are we going to react? Are we going to get upfield? I know Kenny Clark. I'm not worried about Kenny Clark. That's one thing I ain't worried about. I ain't worried about Kenny Clark. He going to be excited to come play for his new team on a biggest stage in a Cowboy uniform with a lot more attention, right? In warmer weather. But I ain't worried about Kenny Clark. You see, in the past, we would have been worried about, okay, how are we gonna go ahead and I ain't worried about Kenny Clark. Can my defensive end squeeze? Can my defensive ends hold up in a run game, keep outside contained? That's probably gonna be one of the most important things. Is how my defensive ends looking in this run game. Because how we looking in the run game on both sides of the equation with a team like Philly is going to be able to answer the majority of the questions that we going to have in regards to how this team going to show up. Other than number 4, which we pretty much already got a good idea of what's going to happen. If you know, you know. Linebackers. Is my linebackers going to be aggressive? I'm looking to see Kim Murray out there. Kim Murray, is you going to come up and be aggressive? They got Samboy at Mike. How is you looking in the middle at Mike? Because now you got a defensive tackle that's going to help Whether it be holding them up or getting upfield to occupy, you got a defensive lineman that's going to help you be clean. Osa should be much better now because he has a better nose with him now. Now he should be much better. So I expect a lot from that defensive tackle position. I'm not expecting no Jalen Carter production. I'm expecting good, solid production from the interior from them too. Solomon Thomas, you have to provide me valuable reps rotating. I prefer to have Marshawn Nealon rushing on third down in the inside. The rookie, welcome to football. You're going against Lane Johnson, my boy. Ezaraku, welcome to football. One thing I believe that rookie can do is get home a lot on stunts. One-on-one, he still got work to do. But one thing I expect from him watching this tape, not only to get home on stunts, but to be able to hold up in the run game. If I don't see that his rookie year, it's a disappointment. I don't expect he not no 10-sack type of dude consistently. Maybe he might luck up one year because of the scheme, but that's not him consistently. So if you expecting that, then you expecting too much, homie. Just like Monzy, we knew what to expect, but we ain't even getting what we expected. For some reason, I see on the depth chart, he number 2. Why? I don't know. It's stupid to me because that rookie better than him. But I'd rather him be number 2 than a number 1. I know that for a dang sure. And what does that number 2 really mean in this scheme now? Especially if they're able to get the Eagles in 3rd and long. Make Jalen Hurts a passer. Make him a passer. Do not let this run game get going, because if Saquon get going, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. But you have a chance. If 1, the offense can dominate TLP, and 2, this defense can go ahead and be physical in the run game. Them is 2 important factors that need to go down tomorrow. Or you need to be making Jalen Hurts play from behind. Do not allow the Philly offense to go ahead and do what they do. This new offensive coordinator, I'm not too sure who calling plays for Philly, though, but I'm interested to see if he's going to have a similar philosophy to Kellen Moore. Or is he going to go ahead and not use his common sense and air it out a little bit more than what he should? If I'm a Philly offensive coordinator, I'm gonna make the Dallas Cowboys prove that they can stop the run. I'm gonna go ahead and treat these same Dallas Cowboys like the regular Dallas Cowboys until they can prove otherwise in this game and during the season. Because if they can't, why would they go, Does Kenny Clark make this team better instantly? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. You're going to see some holes with his presence right away that we had when he wasn't here. You're going to see it being filled up. Now, is he the all-in-all answer? No. There's still things that have to come into play. But is Kenny Clark going to make this team better? Yes. This is probably the best nose this team done had in I don't know how long. Kenny Clark is a 4 to 5 sack type of nose guard that gets upfield quick and that sheds blocks. Perfect for this scheme, who he wants to get upfield. It's perfect. Perfect. Now you got to play ball. Kid, we got I don't know. I think Blue, because I didn't think when I seen Blue, I don't think I seen him practice early in the week. I haven't looked at the practice report the other day, yesterday though. But Sanders, maybe Blue, what you looking like? Can we isolate you on the running backs? Can you give me 5? And I'm talking about in the pass game. Can you give me 5? If the interior can hold up against Carter, because I know he gonna have some help. I know the rookie gonna have some help. That's good. But Nolan Smith, like I said, man, he's a premier rusher, and I think he gonna show that. He gonna get better. He got better. I think he gonna. I think this. He gonna be something that you probably gonna have to worry about this game. I'm interested to see Tyler Guyton. How you looking, homie? How we looking? You know, how we looking? That's what I'm interested. How we looking, Guyton? We improving? Cause it's a big year for you. I know it's your second year, right? But this is a big year of taking steps toward improvement, which I started to see that he did do, right? But that's practice. What about the game? That's the most important thing. And this is a perfect test. I know you just came back, but this is a perfect test for him, especially going against Smith and they ain't got Sweat. They ain't Sweat gone. Hold up, let me make sure. Is they still got Sweat? Because you know I know there was like 2 Sweats. Hold on, let me make sure I ain't tripping. Yeah, Sweat gone. Sweat gone. So when what's his name is on you, right? So he the right. So he on the right side. Boom. He on your side. Well, hold up. Well, weak side. So, cause they playing the 3-4. That's interesting. Cause usually I see them in the, in that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. They in that 34, but more than likely, Smith gonna be on your side. Well, really, he gonna be on both sides. Cause really, still barbecue chicken. I mean, guy got better feet. So if he, we're gonna find out if he got stronger. If he got stronger, then his best bet is probably picking on Steele. But to protect Steele, you got to run the ball. That's why I'm saying you got to go ahead and make sure that we don't run away from the run game because you got Steele that you got to protect. You don't want him dropping back 40 times. And you got the rookie. He got to get blessed in, and you got Guyton that that, people got, uncertainty about. So the good thing about it is that you pretty much got 1,000 pounds in the middle. You got to use it. You got to use it. I'm interested to see if Javonte Williams, how you looking, homie? Can you give me 3 yards a pop? I don't expect for you to just be some elite running back, but can you give me 3-4 yards a pop? Is you running with your pads? Can you hit the hole? Because you've been looking a little slow in that hole lately. You've been looking a little slow. So let me see how you hit that hole because you looking a little slow. I ain't going to lie. You look a little slow. I don't know if it was he ain't never been no burner or nobody to just, but I thought he was I think, if I'm not mistaken, at least their rookie year, he was a little quicker than that. So maybe that's the injury or what. But he ain't never been no burner through the hole, right? But it's just, let me see how you looking, man. I don't expect for it to just be great, but, man, you got to at least have a better burst than what Rico Dowdle had through the hole. At least. Because we can't have the same burst that Rico had. Because Rico left a lot of meat on that bone. Homie, you know what I'm saying? When you eating that chicken, you eat all that. All that. They like, ooh, look at that piece of chicken. There ain't no meat on that bone. With Rico, you probably see a little skin, right? You still see the skin on that thing. The meat ain't all the way there. You might see a couple bites being taken. That's how the run game was him. We can't have that. If it's there, go get it. Pickens, you was talking that shit. Come, let me see what you got because to me, you struggle a little bit. Separation, homie. So they trying to talk about you, Dez Bryant. Well, let me see that then. Let me see that. The thing about it is that is the quarterback gonna realize because the last time we had a Dez Bryant, it didn't work out too well. Now did it? To be honest with you, at this point in time, with what's gonna be called the team that we got, they say that Dak ain't never had help. Dak has hella help. You has an offensive line who gonna be strong up the middle, who got a coach that should be having an emphasis on the run game. and you got a couple wide receivers now, and you got your tight end back. In the running back room, whether it's a little bit better, how much better, we're going to find out, but it's at least a tad bit better. Come on. You got money allocated to corners. You done brought in a couple of linebackers, and you done brought in a big D tackle, and you got Sam back, and you done drafted a rookie. It's time to go. It's time to go. Now look, when I made my predictions, we made it with Micah here. Now let's see how it goes with Micah not here. When that poison is gone. Because when that poison was here, hey, does this team have, if they go about it right, can they make the playoffs? If they go about it right, shoring up that deep tackle, getting rid of that poison, and you being a little healthy at the start of the season, if they play physical, yes. I just don't think that they got to prove me wrong. I just don't think that they got that physical bone in their body. So if the couple players can come in and set a tempo and set a tone, you know what I mean, to uplift everybody, to get them to play tougher, because what we've seen in camp, what we've seen in preseason is an indicator of the toughness. It ain't it still. It ain't gonna be there. So you're gonna find out week 1, homie. Is this team tough? They got to prove me wrong, because if I had to give you my answer right now for what I've seen, the answer is no. Is this team tough? With the talent, I don't think the talent that's mixed together, it got the right mix, especially from who you allocating your resources in to make plays. I don't think it's the right mix. Partly because you're a quarterback, and you're going to bring Pickens in, somebody who doesn't really like his kind. Let's just be real. He don't really like his kind. The way Pickens like the ball, Prescott don't like delivering the ball the way he likes the ball. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting in how the approach, they going to heat him up, how he going to handle that. Because Dak Prescott, when it come down to his eyes, it ain't, we know it ain't good. Time and time after again, it's been the same thing. It's been the same thing. Do I have faith in this team? No. They're going to have to make me a believer. And it ain't going to be, if they somehow got a week 1 division win, that's not going to make me a believer. I'm just here to tell y'all that right now. It's not going to make me a believer. It's not. They're going to have to show me for at least about 4 to 6 weeks what it is. Then we could talk. I'm just being honest with y'all, man. To be honest with you, it does feel different. If to me, as a Dallas Cowboy consumer, as a fan, this season feels a whole lot better to me. And I'm not even going to lie to you and tell you that it's because they shipped Micah Parsons. It is. It is. Like, it's watchable now, right? Regardless of the result, it's watchable now. You know? I can go here and look at, okay, let's see. And I'm so happy that I don't have to see number 11 on my screen. I'm so happy. I am elated because I have to see that boy on my screen. No fakeness, no softness. If I'm going to see softness, it's going to be on a whole other level. But that's right there, that shit was just intolerable, homie. He talking big stuff over there with Green Bay. Hey, it is what it is, homie. Now he can concentrate on football when he didn't do that over here willingly. Now all of a sudden it's about football. No, he hurt. He hurt, and you know his brand taking a hurting too. Where you at the Green Bay, homie? That Lombardi and Farr and all them is going to outshadow you. But I'm telling you, he's going to be miserable over there, and they probably going to run him out. So you damn near you got paid the way you want it, but you damn near committed career suicide. Because the Dallas Cowboys probably could at least got you your 3rd contract. Let's see how it look with this one now. Because if you do get a third, it ain't gonna be as lucrative because they gonna figure you out. I even seen something with Gerald McCoy keeping it real about you not playing the run, but everybody else. So since they want to downplay me, okay. So what you got to say about somebody who played the game and played in the trenches that said the same thing that I'm saying? Do you want to take it serious now? Oh, okay, okay, okay. I thought so. Okay. All right. All right. All right. You know? So, you know, I think Jerry Ben knew he wanted to get rid of that boy, but hey, it is what it is. You know? First game, I just feel so much better. Just feel like a weight has just lifted. Like, man, you don't know how irritated I was to watch him play game in, game out, homie. I was irritated. Terminator, what's happening? He gonna get a sack. Okay, hope so. Now we can enjoy some Cowboy football. Win or lose. We can enjoy something. You know, they may frustrate us though, but it's just gonna be that much better though. I'm telling you, man. I just feel so much better. Doomsday. Oh, for sure. For sure. Facts. Just put up a fight. I want to see the fight. You exactly right. Low. Oh, for sure. Want all the smoke. Oh, she said, it's too much. Okay. Oh, get your little punk ass up out of here. Yeah, man. What else I had? Oh, snap. Hopefully I didn't press no button on y'all. I was just going through the thing. But yeah, man. We gonna see. We gonna see. Culture change. So they say. More physicality. So they say. Right players. So they say. Let's see. Tomorrow is here. Cowboy football is back. And it does feel a whole lot better. Now that a certain move was made about a few days ago, a week ago, however long ago, it just feels so much better. Don't it feel much better to y'all? Because it so feel much better to me. So let's see. I'm going to sit back, watch, observe. Like I said, I think, y'all, if y'all want to pay attention to something, I know people like watching the ball, or I think you should pay attention to the trenches a little bit more this game. Because that's going to tell you, when you seeing that knockback, whose side of the line of scrimmage is the Dallas Cowboys playing on? Is they playing on their side or the other people's side? It's really simple, right? Just like Dak, right? I'm pretty sure Philly let Dak beat us. Let's see if Dak can beat us. Let's take away everything. Let's see if Dak can beat us. Hurts. Let's take away the run game. Throw 40 times. Come beat us with your arm. It's kind of the same thing, just different circumstances. And definitely the quarterbacks got different mentalities. Because one, Hurts is going to be more confident and comfortable because he got the ball in there. Really, everything. He done been there twice. He done, you know what I mean? He done seen it. He's focused. He got the right mentality. He's continued to get better. Foe hasn't got better. So I think the thing with them is the offensive coordinator going to put him in the right position. We're going to find that out real quick. Because if they passing the ball a little bit more than what they should, they damn near trying to keep the Cowboys in the game. I want to see Philly. Really, I want Philly to give us everything that they got. I want them to test that Cowboy jaw. I want to see if it's glass. Because, hey, man. Because if they ain't coming to work, if they out here being the nail instead of the hammer, y'all know what time it is. First game. Thursday night, everybody watching, everybody getting home from work, all that, man, setting it down. Hey, it's time. Put up or shut up. All that you was talking about, all that I'm getting emotional talk that you've been doing, Schottenheimer, all that is vanilla and yada yada yada. And hey, look, I'm gonna need that. Let me see what you got, homie. Let me see what you got. Just make sure that you leave that weak little basic little passing game that you had. Let's leave that in Seattle. Let's look at Seattle. You got a little bit more weapons than you did. So can we go ahead and utilize some weapons? Can we put our weapons that we have in a position to succeed? Can this defensive coordinator with what he got? Because I think he got enough. Okay, so I think what people kind of getting at is like this. Look, you don't have, even though you never had this with Michael here, you don't have that Will Anderson, Myles Garrett, Hutchinson, or whatever type pass rusher here. But the Washington Commanders told you don't need that to get to where you got to go. If Sam Williams can get 6, if Fowler can get 6, 7, if Ken can go ahead and get his 4, if Osa can get his 5 or whatever, if the rookie and all of them can go ahead and fill in, and that's it. The main thing I want, pressure. Come off that ball. Get off the ball. Go. Just go. Why you waiting? No hesitation. Go. Just go. Go. Get up. Go. That's what I want to see. Bring it to him. Initiate it. Go. Fire off. Linebackers. Field. I seen Damone Clark. I think that concerns me. I seen Damone Clark starting. Man, I don't know what you looking at, Eberflus. I don't get it, homie. I don't. I do not get it. But we gonna see. You're gonna have to bench him. He's not man enough. We got this boy starting. It's crazy to me. But hey, I think he has Sam too, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think he won't get the love that Ken and Sanborn and Leofowl get, but Clark starting, that's crazy. Wilson, is they gonna isolate that boy? Cause you know that boy hips tight to the mud. Is they gonna isolate him? Man, we gonna see, man. It's gonna be an interesting game. This is going to be a game that's going to probably pretty much kind of damn near tell you, like, okay, what did you see? Is this something that the Dallas Cowboys can get better from? Can they build off of this? I think you're going to get a lot of your questions answered this game. And I don't think it's really going to take that month like we always used to say, like, let's give it a month and see. I think this game, I think you're going to tell straight up. If the Dallas Cowboys some sissies? Did they man up? How this team gonna look? Right? I mean, Foles should be more confident, at least this game, because he's playing against a familiar team. So the preparation should be a lot more easier than going against, you know what I mean? So you're familiar with the roster, you know the strengths and the weaknesses, right? You might have, you're going to have to study. I got to look at who the offensive coordinator is. You're going to have to study how they do, and you kind of know what the defensive coordinator going to do, and you know how Sirianni want them to play. So in our reality, the mystery really is going to come with the Dallas Cowboys. How is the Dallas Cowboys going to show up? That's where the true mystery is going to come. So can we use that true mystery to our advantage? We're going to find out. But anyway, I got to get up out here. I got to head to practice, man. I appreciate y'all for sliding through, man. I just wanted to come chop it up with y'all. After the game, we will be chopping it up about what happened at the game, man. Hey, man, y'all take it easy.